following show contains adult content. It's not our intent to offend anyone, but we want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
Hey everyone, and welcome to 50 Shades of Bullshit. I'm your host, Christine Lalonde, and this is the podcast where we uncover the truth about online dating. Now let's begin. Have you ever wondered what kind of people are on dating sites? Well, we hear about the 20s and 30-year-olds trying to get laid and maybe trying to find their soulmate. We also have the 40s and the 50s who are single and never been married, or they're going through a divorce or been divorced, and are single parents. But have you ever imagined that your grandmother is on a dating site? Well, on today's show, we're going to be talking to a very single. I'm kidding. A very single senior who is living her best life. Today's show is going to be awesome. I'm your host, Christine, and my awesome co-host, Gabby, and this is 50 Shades of Bullshit, where each week we uncover the truth about online dating. Hey, Gabby. How's it going?
Hey, Christine. It's good. How are you?
I'm really great. So just for the listeners' sake, Gabby is my best friend. She moved from Los Angeles to the Midwest a few years ago. So each week we call each other and FaceTime each other because we have been single together this whole time. So we catch up on what's happening. And I FaceTimed her the other day and she answers the phone and she ever so slightly turns it to the right. And there's this super hot guy sitting on the couch. And I was like, oh my God, I cannot wait to hear this story. So Gabby, what's been going on this week in your dating life?
Well, that gentleman I met on Bumble. We had a great first date out for dinner and drinks. And then as it usually goes, they want to hang out at someone's house. So
Right.
The Dodgers were on. And as an LA native, I, of course, wanted to watch my Dodgers. And he said he would love to watch with me. So he came over.
Of course, it's your place.
I made dinner. He drank my alcohol. Dinner?
Wait,
I did. I actually cooked
dinner.
I kind of ordered in, but like played it off as if I made it.
Okay. I gotcha. Okay.
Because I didn't want to poison him. I wanted to impress him.
Right.
And he came over and you called.
Yep.
We had a great time. And of course, just third, I think it was our second date because he came over. They started talking about sex and what do you like in the bedroom.
Okay.
And he started talking about how he likes to choke and slap people in bed.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. And then okay, everyone has their own kinks.
Come on.
But
let's do it, Gabby. Well, not us together, but you know.
And then, I mean, of course, we asked what we wanted in a relationship. And I was like, I want to be with someone and I want kids. And he said, yeah, I want kids too with the right person.
Okay. So this sounds promising. He was super hot and he wants it with the right person. You could be that right person.
I could be that person.
Right.
So my Dodgers won. I was feeling good.
Yes, I know. Whoop, whoop. Go blue.
And he slept over.
Oh, yeah. Okay. It was good.
It was very good.
Oh, nice.
It was fun. I had a great time. There was, you always want to make sure you have that chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
Next day, he leaves. He goes to work. I go to work. About literally 8 hours later, I get a text saying, so I feel like I need to be upfront with you about something. That's never a good flipping sign.
No, that sounds bad. That sounds real bad.
And he's like, well, I wasn't completely honest when I said I wanted to have children with the right person. I actually don't want.
Wait, he said I wasn't honest about it being the right person. I'm confused.
He said that I wasn't honest that I wanted to have kids with the right person. I don't want kids at all.
No flippin' way. Wait, are you telling me that he lied to you to stay the night?
That's what I'm thinking. He says he's going to get a vasectomy this year. So,
Can we do a fundraiser for him? Because we don't need any more of him out there. We're good with this.
I mean, I feel like, I made myself and my intentions very clear.
Right.
And
Wow.
you would have thought that if he didn't want kids, he wouldn't have come inside of me.
Oh my good Lord, have mercy. Wait a minute. Let's just go back for a second. He says he doesn't want to have kids, but yet, did y'all not use like protection?
Does the
Gabby.
pull-out method work? But I mean, obviously that didn't work.
Oh my God. And he says he doesn't want to have kids. Mother of pearl. Oh my. Okay. Next.
Yeah.
Hell no. Hell
So
no.
I said goodbye. And he said, you're amazing. I like you a lot, but
You're amazing.
different
I like
things.
you a lot, but I don't lie to you.
We want different things. Well, you could have not wasted my time on the first date.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
just
Okay.
one of many.
Wow. Well, I can give you an update for me this week.
Yes, please.
It was not actually a dating story. One of my side jobs is working as a private chef, with my other really good friend who owns a catering company. I'm an event coordinator. Actually, for those who don't know, I'm an event coordinator for my daily job. And one of my great friends that I work with all the time has an amazing home that's built like a castle. And we have events there. And she's the caterer, and her business partner handles the bar. And we were there, and I was working, and the photographer for the event walks in the door, and I look up and I'm like, oh shit. Hi, Richard. And this guy looks at me and goes, oh my God, Christine. Oh my God. And he almost trips over himself to come hug me. And I thought, oh shit, maybe I should just played it off and not, act like I knew him. But I thought I'll head this off at the beginning. So he walks up and he's like, oh my gosh, how are you? And I said, how are you? And he says, I'm engaged. And I was like, oh, thank you, God.
Right? Almost
Saved. So what happened is about 5 or 6 years ago, I went on a date from a guy from OkCupid. And his name was, I'm just going to call him Richard. Okay. So Richard and I, Richard and
we'll
I
call
go
him
on this,
engaged.
right? Richard the Engaged. We go to the Magic Castle, which is an extraordinary venue or location to have a date.
Exclusive.
Magic Castle rocks.
You need to know a member to even get in.
I know lots of people. So
you're kind of amazing.
So anyway, he picks me up. He says he's old fashioned, and he picks me up, and we go to the Magic Castle. And throughout the evening, I realized this guy's look really weird. And I literally can't explain to you. It's just a weirdness you can't put a finger on. And the whole night, his breath was awful. So we have this bad breath, and I'm trying to be nice, and he keeps trying to touch me, and I'm like pulling away, and it's just not going well. So he drives me home, and he goes to kiss me goodnight. And the whole way home, and I'm thinking, how can I avoid this? So I start slowly saying, ooh, I'm not feeling good. And ooh, my stomach is starting to hurt. And, all these excuses. So when he goes in for the kiss, I say, I'm sorry, I don't want to get you sick. Let's not. And he's like, okay, great. It's fine. First date. It's good. And I was like, yeah, first date. So
only date.
He proceeds for weeks and weeks to blow my phone up and stalk me on social media and do all these things. And I just don't want to go out with him. And I said to him many times, I can't go out with you. It's not right. It didn't feel right. There was no chemistry. I didn't ask him if he flossed, which now I ask people if they floss. And
Yeah, really?
yeah, this guy had bad breath so bad one time that I asked him if he flossed, and he said, "Yeah, a couple times." Yeah, I do. And I said, "How often?" He says, "A couple times a week." And I said, "Maybe you should do a couple times a day because there's something going on in there." So anyway, yeah.
You're
So
terrible.
we're back to this event on Saturday, and he keeps coming in and out of the kitchen over and over and over. And every single time he comes into the kitchen, he says many times, "Christine, you're so beautiful. Oh, you're so beautiful. You're beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, you're so beautiful." And then he kept taking my picture and
But
taking
he's
my picture.
engaged.
And I said, "Dude, can you stop taking my picture? Go take pictures of the event. I don't need my picture taken." He's like, "Oh, it's for the catering company. I'm going to give it to you guys." I said, "I'm not the catering company. I'm just, working as a sous chef today. It's all good." So he does this many, many times. Now, when I first said, "Hey, Richard," he walked out of the kitchen, and my friend and her business partner turns to me and says, "What is that all about?" So I tell them the story, and they ask me, "Well, how was he weird?" And I said, "I can't explain." So now
Always
halfway
trust those
through the
spidey
event,
senses.
halfway through the event, my friend's business partner turns to me and goes, "Oh my God, I completely understand what you're talking about. He is so freaking weird, and I can't pinpoint it either, but it's there." And I was like, "Oh, thank God, and it's not just me." And I wasn't just thinking I was crazy, which I am crazy, but I'm not that crazy. So I'm a good crazy.
The good crazy.
So anyway, all through the night, he does this. At the end of the night, he goes to hug me goodbye, and he's like, squishing me in, and he's like really pressing my body against his. And I said, "Oh, good luck on your wedding."
Right?
But I go to pull away, and I'm telling you, I swear on my grandmother, and my mother's grave, he was going for a kiss. I'm not kidding. And I lean over to the side, and he then pulls me back in for another hug. And I'm like, "Hey, Richard, yo, dude, if I was your fiance, I'd kick your ass right now." And he goes, "Oh, Christine." And in front of everybody, he says, "You're the one I missed out on. You're the one I missed out on. And what happened to you? Why did we never get back together again?" And I froze, and I honestly didn't know what to say. So my friend's business partner leans in and goes, "Dude, you can't cage a wild animal." And I'm like, "Yep, there you go. There you go. Right there. You can't cage me." And he left. So I don't know what to say about that, but that was super uncomfortable, and I did not like it.
Please tell me you've never heard from him again.
Well, he doesn't have my info.
Okay, good.
I blocked him years ago, and he's supposedly not supposed to be on the dating sites because he's engaged. So hopefully, I will not.
Well, you're
hear from
just
him.
that memorable, Christine.
Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, we have an awesome guest today.
Oh?
Yeah. Yeah, she's rocking. Her name's Sandy Knight, and she's our single senior. Yeah, she's our single senior, and she is so flippin' awesome. I cannot wait to hear her stories. Hey, Sandy, welcome to the show.
Woohoo!
Sandy! Look at that gorgeous babe right there.
Oh, yeah, right.
How are you?
I'm super.
Yeah. Well, thank you
Yeah.
for being here. You look
Well,
gorgeous.
thank you for
Thank you.
asking.
Well, after I met you, I thought, "Oh my gosh, this is the woman that has to be on my show because we are spirit animals, Sandy."
I know.
I know.
But I've got a few years ahead of you. I'm more
just
seasoned.
a few. Oh no, just a few, girl. Just a few. You look so hot. So I
Oh,
want to
thank
start
you.
out. Oh, you're welcome. I want to start out today asking, where are you in your life right now?
Well, I lived in St. Louis all my life, and I just moved here 2 years ago. I've been divorced twice. I have 3
Haven't we
wonderful
all?
sons. I call them my M&Ms. I have a
Aw.
millionaire, a minister, and a musician.
Let's see. I know the musician. Can I meet the
The
millionaire?
the The
No, I'm
millionaire
raising
takes-
my hand. Me first.
No, he takes care of my financial needs. My minister takes care of my spiritual needs. And my musician just is nothing but fun. Just fun and games.
He is fun. He is fun.
He's fun. So we have a lot of fun together. So I'm known as a serial dater. I date
Sandy.
I dated in St. Louis on the internet, and I have a saying that I ran out of men in Missouri, so I had to move to California.
Nice. Well, there's plenty here, I hear.
Well, yeah, I joined I don't know what it means, BB people dot meet or something like that. And then the other one was BB. I thought it was big and beautiful, maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
I need that one. I need that one.
Right?
And the other one was marriage-minded people. Yeah.
Oh,
So
is that one good? Are there really marriage-minded people on there? Or are they still
well,
telling
you
bullshit?
know,
Or are they married?
I have no, seriously, 102 messages from marriage.
Oh, because you are amazing.
Excuse me, Sandy.
I get more activity on that site. So I
Sandy, you are
recommend-
activity.
You know, I recommended that you join that. So
Wow.
I,
Okay, we're going to touch about that.
I traveled. I was in the travel business, and I've been around the world. I've done a lot of traveling, but I saved Italy for my final destination with a lover.
Me too. I could have gone to Italy for my 50th birthday, and I took Gabby with me, but we decided to go to Ireland instead because I want to save Italy for my lover
yeah.
too.
And
Yeah.
I'm getting up there in years, and my knees are probably going to give out soon.
Before you do.
Yeah, exactly. Before I get to Italy. So if I don't get to Italy, I'm just going to get a dog.
Oh, I can recommend a few dogs. I have one too.
You do? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
so
And
my
a cat.
criteria for a man, the first most important thing is if he doesn't like animals, he's not, no,
Next.
he's out.
Nice.
The next one is I like a guy that smiles a lot and laughs a lot because I like to have fun. I was married to 2 engineers. No.
Boring.
I'll never do that again. But yeah, I'm like an engineer magnet. They love me because I'm out there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they can't be.
Yeah,
And the first thing they
opposites
want to
attract.
do is change me.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Not going to happen.
Now, Sandy,
So-
I have to ask you a question, like, you know, because your
Sure.
probably dating experience has been changing throughout the years. What
Yes.
got you into, like, what finally made you go into online dating?
Well, where do you go to meet guys? I mean, back in the day, we went to bars. The single gals would go to bars and we'd sit at bars and everybody at church is married.
Yeah.
Then for a while it was parents without partners, but mostly it was bars. I even tried the archery. I tried archery once.
I've tried
I
some
hang
stuff
out at
too.
Dick's Sporting Goods, you know, you go where the men are.
Dick does have some sporting goods, that's for
Now,
sure.
Sandy, I have to tell you, I did out here in Milwaukee. I went to a bar and I saw a very attractive man across the bar and I bought him a beer.
Cool.
He did not know what to do. He got so flustered that he literally got up and left.
Oh, that's
Oh
so
my
funny.
gosh. Well,
Well,
I have a question for you, Sandy.
Sure.
Can you tell me, because I'm dying to know, what is your worst date?
Yes.
How deep
Literally,
should
she
I
has to
go?
cover her mouth. She's like, I can't even say it.
You want it all?
This is so good.
Yes.
Yeah.
I call it my lawyer in the Ferrari. Okay.
Ooh.
It was
And
my
that's the
first date.
worst? Lawyer
Well,
in
now
Ferrari.
wait. It was my first date in California. So I met him for lunch at a very respectable place. And I walked in and I said, hi, blah, blah. And we changed niceties. And I said, do you think we could sit at a table? He said, no, I prefer the bar. You get better service. Oh, okay. The next thing I know, he orders a bottle of wine. I'm not a big drinker, especially at lunchtime. So
This is
he said, we have a
lunchtime?
glass of wine. And I
This
said,
is
"I
lunch,
don't think
Sandy?
so." Please.
This is not a night date. This is a lunch date.
Oh, no, I never have night dates.
Oh,
That's one of my
Okay.
rules.
So he ordered a bottle of wine for lunch.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, he did. So
Okay.
listen, this gets better. So he tries to get me to drink a little bit. Okay, I take a sip to placate him. And I said, fine, it's delicious. He drank the whole bottle. Okay.
Oh.
I didn't order. He ordered for me. He would ordered appetizers. Okay, fine. I don't have a problem with that. Then he says,
Okay.
excuse me. So he goes out the door and there's a tree right outside the restaurant and the tree kind of forks. He has a joint in the fork. He lights it up, does his little joint, comes back in. Now this
Pre-planted.
guy's flying higher than a kite. He gets another glass of wine and it's time to leave. Okay. So we leave and coincidentally my car is parked right next to his. So I have
Wow.
this old car. He has a Ferrari. I've never even been in a Ferrari. I'm a St. Louis girl, you know. We don't have Ferraris. So he says, now he's high and he backs me against the car and he puts this big kiss on me and he takes my hand and slides it down his warm-up suit. And he says, this is what you do to me. Oh, he said, oh, good.
He did that to someone's grandma. I'm going to kick his ass.
Someone's grandma in the parking lot. So
Oh, my God.
then, okay, so I pulled my hand out and he said, I think you're crazy. And I'm crazy in love with you. I think you're wonderful. And I can see you as being my fourth wife. And I said, okay.
He's in love? Love on the first date?
He's in love. on the
Fourth wife?
First date, fourth wife. So
Wow.
I go home. This is the worst. This is the
Oh,
worst.
it's still not bad.
I have goosebumps.
He sends me a picture of something and I can't figure it out. I
Oh my God.
just can't figure it out.
Oh my God.
Finally, it dawns on me. It's a picture of his pants where he had dribbled in them and said, that's what you do to me. Well, so I called Jono, my son, and I said, oh my God, John. He said, Mom, he's a scumbag. Don't worry about him. Not all men are like that. Just you got a bad first start. Just
Well.
get back on the horse.
Welcome to LA. Jeez,
I know.
Louise.
Isn't that
Holy-
a riot?
Oh,
That's your
awful.
first online dating experience and you
That
kept
was
going?
my first online date in California. Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
So my next one,
Ah.
there were a couple in between, but my next one was, I just loved this guy on the telephone. He had a magnetic
chemistry.
personality. He was a musician. He could sing. He would
Ooh,
sing to me
yeah.
on the phone.
All right,
I
we
loved
got it.
that. So we
Don't
meet
we
at the
all?
Seal Beach Pier. And I say, okay, let's take a little walk down the pier. And it's so romantic in the ocean, blah, blah, blah.
Mm.
Well, he was so heavy and overweight, he couldn't make it to the pier without sitting on every bench.
Wait a minute.
And he was like, came up to about here on me. I expected this
Wait.
hot musician.
Okay, let's back up.
Okay.
Okay, let's hold on a second.
Okay.
Let me paint this picture. How tall are you, Sandy?
Well, my hair is kind of poofy. I look like I'm 5'7", but really I'm 5'5".
Okay, so you're 5'5". On his
Yeah.
profile, how tall did he say he was?
5'8".
You
was
always have to
5'8",
subtract 2 inches.
but he came to your cheekbones,
Yeah,
so
pretty
he
much.
lied. Now
They
his
always lie
pictures.
about their height.
Let's
As if
talk
you're
about
never
his
going to
pictures.
notice.
Let's talk about his pictures for a second. Did he look fit and good in his pictures?
Yes, it was a facial picture in a car, like a selfie behind the wheel of a car. And it looked okay.
Only one picture? Yeah, that's
Yes.
my rule. If it has one picture and it's only of your face, the answer is no.
Swipe
No.
left.
Yeah. Left. Next.
And and the same holds true with them. They want to see our body shots too.
Yeah.
And
they don't
not
want
from
us to lie. They don't want us to lie, so why are they lying to us?
No.
But when you lie about your height and you meet someone in person, don't you think we're going to figure it out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have a rule too. I never disclose my age or my weight. Don't ask me. I'm going to lie every time. And I'll tell you, I will lie every time. So don't ask me.
Well, I don't like it when a guy asks for weight and age, though I tell them if they ask me my age, 2 things. 1, it says it on the website. Do you not read on my profile?
Yes.
It says it. And 2, if you saw my age on the profile, why is it mattering now? So why are we asking? Also, if they ask how much I weigh, that's a disrespectful kind of person anyway. And I'm very upfront. I tell people all the time I'm curvy, So if they don't like it, they can, go to the next girl. I'm sure there's plenty who will want.
I always describe myself as a luscious pear.
Ooh, I love that.
A luscious pear.
Well, I
juicy.
Little bitty shoulders and a big booty.
Oh, you do not have a big booty. Girl, you just got some curvy hips.
I'm a pear shape. What can you do?
She got some junk in that trunk.
So how often do you date, Sandy?
Well, sometimes, this is terrible to say, but I plan my dates around lunchtime, and I always order to have enough for the next day because I like to cook.
A woman after my own heart.
Oh my gosh.
I cooked for all those boys all my life. I'm not cooking anymore.
Wow,
and
good for you.
I love to see when these guys say, I really enjoy cooking. Oh, I'll clean up after any mess. You cook, I'll clean. Perfect match.
Nice.
But I wanted, maybe somebody out there would like to know some of my rules from a veteran. Okay?
I love that. Yes,
I do. I'm first.
I always talk on the phone first. Always. I always meet during the daytime. I don't like to meet for drinks in the evening. It's better to know, I think, be in daylight. You're surrounded by people. There's no awkward situation at lunchtime. Everybody's out and about. Now, I always make them drive to me because I've decided it took many years to get here. I'm worth it. I try to come across as confident. If you want to meet me, you make the effort.
Okay. Can I clarify? Can I clarify that with you? So what you're saying is that if they live in another area, your rule is they come to you, you don't go to them, but you still meet them somewhere. You don't drive with them, correct?
Oh no, I meet them.
Okay, good.
I always have my car. They have their car.
Girl.
And we had to have a designated meeting place. Now, when I think something has a whole lot of potential, I'll bend the rule a little and meet them halfway.
Oh, okay.
But, I'm not going to be, just, of course, I'm willing to be flexible. Okay.
Nice.
So this is funny. When they drive to me, I make them pay for my lunch. If I like them, I make them pay for my lunch. If I don't like them, I offer to pay for my own lunch.
Oh,
If
that's good.
they let me pay, they're either poor or cheap, and I don't want them to
It's a
do it
test.
anyway.
Sandy, you're testing them.
That is
In
awesome.
my age group, men always paid for the girls. You know,
Right.
that
Right.
was just the way it was. Now, in today's world, it's a little bit different. I realize that, you know. So
I tend to
then,
find,
well, like I
Sandy,
said,
Sandy, I tend to find that a lot of men don't want to take women out to dinner anymore because they're taking so many women out. That's kind of a clue when they ask me to meet them at a Starbucks. So
well, you know, it gets expensive in
I get it.
California.
I totally get it.
Lunch is $50. You know,
Yeah.
and if you're going to meet 3 women a week or something, you're spending a lot of money on dating. And I
Right.
take that into consideration too. I always order an appetizer, something small, you know. I don't break the bank at all.
What did you think about
But-
when that gentleman ordered for you? Did you like get offended? Did you?
No, I didn't get offended. I like a strong, confident man.
Yeah.
And he did ask me, would you like blah, blah, blah? And I said,
Okay.
yeah, that's fine.
I actually
It's
like it
okay.
if a guy asks me, you know, what I like or what am I thinking about, and the waiter comes and he orders for me. I think that's sexy. I kind of
Well, I
like
just
it.
wasn't sure if like the waiter just came up and said, "No, I got you," and just ordered whatever without asking.
Yeah. I get that.
No, he did ask, but I didn't have a choice. You know, he said, "Do you like?" Fine, we'll get that, and that's fine. This was a pretty strong man. Okay, and I knew that. I could tell that right away.
Okay.
So then, like I wanted to say, I have some of this written down.
Okay.
One guy drove 2 hours to meet me, and
Ooh,
you know,
Sandy.
I said, you drove 2 hours to meet me. That speaks volumes. I'm going to buy you lunch. So it was Taco Tuesday. So it didn't set me back too far.
Nice.
So
Now,
let's see what else.
are men overly respectful or overly disrespectful when it comes to, say, sending unsolicited pictures or being overly sexual?
Good question.
I haven't had too many problems like that. A couple
Okay.
of them have said, "Ooh, I'd like to see you in a negligee or, you know, something a little skimpier."
All
I
right.
said, "No, this little fat body does not go on the internet. No. This is for the bedroom, the lights turned out, you know."
Oh my
But let's
gosh.
see. But one of these things.
Yeah.
If I had to say to any woman out there, I think unequivocally they all want sex. They all want in your knickers. They just do. That's
Yeah.
just all there is to it. They will
Yeah.
do anything to get there. They will bring
True.
roses. They will. And then I've been ghosted. I've said, okay, we'll have a one night stand here. We'll see how this works. Some of them I've never even heard from them again. And I thought, am I that
Oh
bad of a
my
way?
Wait, that
My-
happens at all ages?
Oh my God.
Please?
Oh, we're screwed.
We are
Oh,
totally
it's-
fucked.
We're screwed.
So
Maybe I should start
have
investing in more cats.
I have one story too. I finally
Okay, I'm ready.
decided after 3 dates, I decided, okay, we'll do the wild thing. Well, the
Do you
first
typically
time-
hold on, Sandy, before you go into that story, I have a quick question about that. Do you typically wait a specific amount of time or after certain dates, or are you cool with, you know, whatever flows?
each one is different.
Okay.
Each one
Okay.
is different. Some, you know, right from the get go, you're not even going to kiss them. Some you think,
Mhm.
oh my God, I can't wait to get in bed with you. It just, it's just, I mean, in St. Louis, I had this one guy, I met him on Saturday, and on Sunday, he asked me if he could come over to my house for Super Bowl Sunday, and he left 3 days later. I mean,
Nice.
it
Good
was
girl.
instant
Yeah, but what happened
chemistry.
to him? Where is he? He's not here.
He hurt my heart. I was
Aw.
10 years older than him, and he thought for sure that I would die before him and I wouldn't be there to take care of him. Go figure.
Are you serious?
No, I'm very serious.
God, I
And
hope they
I
don't
said,
all think that way.
well, here, you smoke a pack of cigarettes a week and you've already had a heart attack, and I have really good genes. My mama lived to be 100. Chances are I'm going to have to taking care of your silly ass. But it was over with.
So I'm sorry, Sandy. I had cut you off on that other story you were about to tell us. You were on the third date with this guy.
Oh, this is a really
Yeah,
raunchy
sorry about
story.
that.
So we adjourn to the bedroom and nothing is happening. So
Nothing is
he
happening. He's not
goes,
making any moves.
no, it's not working. It's
Yeah.
not working.
Can
Okay.
I ask how old
He
he
forgot his
was?
little pill.
Wait. How old was he?
So no, wait. Okay. He goes and he gets his little pill.
Okay.
30 minutes later, I mean, whoa, this thing grew and grew and grew. Oh, it was so painful. I haven't had sex in a long time, okay? And I think I kind of shriveled up a little bit. It was so painful. And when it was all over with, he kind of got on his knees and he says, I swear to God, this is true. I'm so happy with myself. I said,
That's what he said?
I swear, because he was able to get an erection. He didn't care one iota about me.
Wow. How old was this guy?
I only date men younger than me, so I would say mid-60s. Yeah.
And he got on his knees.
Yeah, and said, I'm
To-
so happy with me.
Wow.
Well,
I'm happy with you too, dude. Right out the door.
The next day he texts me and he says, are you still relishing last night? And I thought it was the worst night of my life.
I'm still limping, sir.
They live in a fantasy world. I kind of.
I'm pretty positive, Sandy, he probably didn't take his time with you. There wasn't foreplay. There wasn't something to make sure that you were ready. Am I right?
There was nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
There was nothing. So
exactly.
that was just another. So it leads me to the fact that before I get in that bedroom, I'm a little more discreet now, because they lie. They just get what they want. They leave. It is what it is.
You're preaching to the choir, sister. I don't think any of them change. I date younger than myself. And you would think that they would be romantic or loving or care, but I'm not generalizing every man, because there have been some really good men out there. They just weren't right for me, or I wasn't right for them.
Of course.
But in general, I don't think people stop and really care about, the other person all that much anymore. Call me jaded. I feel jaded.
That's what I say about myself too. Call me jaded. But I think what I found out is they come across saying they're really looking for a relationship. They want their person. They want that soulmate to travel across the country with and be companions. But that's not what they want at all. That's what I'm finding out. That's not what they want.
They're lying. Well, I don't know if you could hear earlier when you were in the green room, Sandy, but Gabby's date this week lied to her to get her in bed so that he could have sex with her, and then tells her the next day that he lied that he didn't want kids after all. I mean, that is the biggest disgusting lie I've ever heard. I mean,
Yeah,
I've
that
heard some
was
doozies, but that one, ding, 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 that one wins.
right.
That
But
one
you
wins.
know what? This is something you have to look forward to. As you get a little older,
Oh no.
these younger guys, I've asked them, I have young guys firing on me all the time. And I say,
Okay.
why? A 70-year-old body does not look like a 40-year-old body. Why? Two things. Older women have like less baggage, they're not as controlling, and they're not drama queens anymore.
I hear that
And they
all the time.
can't get pregnant. Can
Yep.
you believe they can't get pregnant?
Well, I've had a few ask me, are you looking to still have more children? And I said, no, move on. No, no. But, most of them, I'm with you, Sandy, do say they like a mature woman. They like that we know who we are at this point. And they also say they don't want children. So Gabby is in a generation below us, below me, and she's ready for her, husband, and she's ready for
Right.
children, and she's having a hard time finding men who want to be in that place. They've either had kids, am I right, Gabby? They've either had kids and they don't want more, or they don't want any at all.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
I'm originally from Los Angeles, Sandy, and I moved here 4 years ago to Milwaukee. And so here in Milwaukee, it's a very different style. They get married very young, and then they get divorced, and they have kids. And so someone my age who has never been married, I'm a nurse, I focused on my career, who's
Right.
at a place now where I'm ready to meet someone and have kids now. It's a whole different ballgame versus LA, where they're more like me, where it's career and then children, where they got married later.
Right.
Yeah.
So most of the men I
No,
meet do have
Midwest.
kids.
The Midwest is definitely different, I think,
Yes.
than out
Yeah.
here.
I
I'm
got a
from
cat.
I'm from the Midwest. Everybody got married young. But I wasn't going to stay there and marry a cowboy, which there's nothing against cowboys. I love cowboys, but I couldn't, live on the range. I needed a career. I just couldn't do it. So,
No.
I have a question for you,
Uh-huh.
Sandy. What kind of man, we've got a few minutes left, but I want to know, what kind of
Okay.
man are you looking for, and what's your end goal? I mean, what do you want out of dating?
I would like a committed relationship. We don't have to live together. We don't have to be tied at the hip. He can still go hunting with his buddies. I can still go to Zihuatanejo with Jono. But a committed relationship. Doesn't have to be marriage. At this point, nobody my age wants to get married anymore. You have your finances for your kids, and it's just a relationship. Someone that you can trust, that you have fun with, and you
Okay.
see once or every other week or once a week.
And what kind of
And
man are you looking for?
Well, do we talk about the superficial first?
Sure.
I
Say the
love men with
superficial,
hair.
because we're good with that. We're good with that.
I love men with hair.
Okay.
I dated two guys that were completely bald. I just like hair. I love Latinos. I love men that are a little taller than me.
I tend to like those Latinos too. I think it's
Oh,
the opposite. They like the white girls. I like the dark skin. Sexy.
Yes, and they don't mind that big booty either.
Yeah, they like that curvy.
Yeah. But then on the other hand, I like a guy that's fun, that's honest, that
Yeah.
doesn't lie. You don't have to lie to me. I'm a big girl. I can accept the truth, whatever it
Yep.
is. Just lay it on me. But I
Mm.
don't like liars.
Right.
But I
I'm
don't
with
know.
you, girl. I'm with you.
I just think that there's this guy out there that you can just look at him and say, I love you so fucking much, I can hardly stand it.
I
That's
want
what I
that.
want.
I want
Yeah.
that. I want that
Me
with you,
too.
Sandy.
Me too.
Sandy, I want that too.
I know. We don't want a lot. We don't want
No.
a lot.
Mm-mm. I just want someone who actually wants to be there, who actually, wants to laugh with me and spend time with me. It doesn't have to be every day. It doesn't have to be constant, but touching
Right.
base with me, texting me once in a while, telling me he misses me, telling me he, is thinking about me. Those things are super special. And that
I
a
know.
little bit goes a long way.
You know what I have found out? Women are auditory and men are visual.
Yep. Yep.
And as long as you feed the visual side of them, and you tell them, look, I want to be told, hey, I look nice, or wow, you really, that's all we really want.
Yeah.
I think.
I
And
think
it
so
doesn't
too.
mean that, hey, it doesn't mean that we're insecure. I'm not
No.
insecure
Agreed.
at all.
We just want to know our men like us. I mean, is that too much to ask? Right?
Nope, not at all.
Well, we're about to come to the end of our show. And first of all, Sandy, I've decided I'm going to adopt you.
Oh,
And-
good.
I want you to. I want to keep you.
I'm keeping. We're keeping you.
We can all go salsa at 208
Yeah.
Rodeo.
Let's do it.
I
Let's do it.
love
I'll
that
have to
place.
fly home, but yeah.
Well,
You can fly
we
home,
want you,
and I have a second bedroom if Christine doesn't.
right? So this is the thing, Sandy. We want you to stay in touch with us. You're welcome to come on the show anytime you want.
Anytime.
And also, we want to keep up. You want you to keep us updated. Okay, we want to know when you
cool.
find that man that you love so fucking much.
Maybe, you know what? Do you think they'll listen and watch this?
Hopefully, you never know. That man might be there.
Yay!
Well, if you liked the show today, please tell your friends to and follow us and like us. And you can even review us. You can find us on Facebook at 50 Shades of Bullshit, and 50 is spelled out. And you can also find us on Instagram, 50 Shades of _bullshit, all spelled out. And if you'd like to be a guest, because we are looking for really fun stories, if you'd like to be a guest, or if you'd like to even write in your dating stories, good, bad, whatever, you can email them to us at 50shadesofbullshit@gmail.com. But Gmail will not let me spell out shit. So it's 50 spelled out, shades of bullshit with a Y. SHYT @gmail. So
You're so creative.
I know. That's right.
Cool. Yeah.
So music today was brought to you by musicianguys.com. Musicianguys.com. They are amazing. They specialize in DAW software, and they did an amazing job on our song for the podcast, and we love them. Please go check them out. They'll take care of you when you need a DAW software. Sandy, thank you for your amazing stories today. You're an extraordinary woman.
Thank you for asking me. It was so fun.
You're
And
amazing.
Gabby, speaking of amazing, you my hostess, my co-hostess with the mostess.
It's my pleasure.
And to our listeners, thank you for your support. We hope to see you next week, same time, same place. And until then, keep it real. If you enjoyed this episode, please share with your friends, like and follow us on Instagram at 50 Shades of _bullshit and Facebook at 50 Shades of Bullshit. Thanks so much for listening, and we really hope to see you again next week.